Good morning, Central Florida. JT Muscle here, your local realtor. And man, I messed up, but it's all part of the journey, right? All right, let me confess. So when I started, this is another update video on my Father's Day challenge. Of course, you know, 30 days trying to get abs by Father's Day. I think we have 18 days left. And I'll give you a little update once I get through the little hiccup that I had over the weekend. So when I planned this challenge, right, I waited till after Mother's Day, 30 days before Father's Day. I figured it would be a good time to take and, you know, not have anything in the middle that would throw me off track, right? So I tried to plan it out, right? Well, I forgot about Memorial Day. And so not that it would be that big of a deal, you know, like, you know, just eat right and blah, blah, blah. But then my wife was also like, let's go to a hotel. Let's take the kids to a hotel and go away for a little staycation for the night. And I was like, okay. Yeah, we can make that work. And so that's kind of where I was at. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna figure this out, right? So now also the day before we left to go to our hotel, it was my mother-in-law's birthday. And what she likes to do, I'm gonna switch phones here, or switch hands. So what she likes to do is she likes to go to this Chinese buffet. And every year for her birthday, that's where we go, right? Okay, Chinese food is my favorite food. Like, I once bet somebody at work that I could eat Chinese food 30 days straight for lunch. And I did. I ate sweet and sour chicken from the same restaurant, the same meal, 30 days straight, okay? So I can put down some Chinese food. The Chinese place here, I just call and say, hey, it's James, I want to order my usual. Okay, no problem, got you, right? And I've talked about that before, okay. So I had to go to a Chinese buffet, then to a hotel for Memorial Day, and also try to take and stick to this diet plan, right? Now, one thing, and if you've watched my videos, you know, I am never going to take and allow, like, I don't want to say missed opportunities with my family to supersede diet, like what kind of diet I'm following, right? So I'm not going to take and, you know, if it's my anniversary, you know, and my wife wants to take and split a little piece of cheesecake or something, I'm not going to not have a bite or something. Life's too short, so I'm not going to put so much strictness on a diet. Or, you know, if she wants to take and share a glass of wine or, you know, something, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to allow it to take and supersede that, okay? That being said, I'm also not going to like fly off the rails, because that's what I seem to have a problem doing, right? I'm either dieting or like 100% not dieting. And that can have huge consequences, because one, it's going to take a long time to recover. You know, if you do have, like, let's say you just go all out crazy, you know, it's going to take a while, but we're going to get into that, all right? So let's back up. Birthday was Saturday. We leave for hotel on Sunday, and Monday's Memorial Day. So that's your timeline, right? Okay. Go to the Chinese buffet. Now, here's one thing I didn't do. I didn't eat all morning. I made sure I did my 100 push-ups before we went to the buffet, okay? And I went in prepared exactly with what I'm gonna eat. Now, one nice thing is that they have a hibachi grill, which makes things, you know, nice, because you can do steak and eggs and that type of thing. But I ended up not even having that. So what I did is they had these like chicken skewers, and I'm not going to say they were perfect, right? But they were pretty tasty. They were unbreaded. They were kind of like, I think like deep fried or something, so it had like a little crisp to it. But I ate a whole plate of those, and that was pretty filling. Then they had some cottage cheese from the salad bar, so I had a little bit of that. I had the wonton soup without the wonton, so I just had the soup, which, you know, wasn't bad, but I kind of got that, like, it's about wonton soup. You have that and you just feel like you just ate Chinese food. So, sorry, it's a little windy. So I had that, and what else did I have? I think I had some, they had some ham, like the whole ham, so I cut off a slice of ham. So I mean, I had some options. So I actually did good. I didn't have one piece of sweet and sour chicken. I didn't have any rice, lo mein, any of that. So first day is a win. Got it, okay? And I knew, because we were going to the hotel, I didn't want to eat a bunch of Chinese food, because then I'm gonna be bloated. I'm gonna gain all this water weight, you know, and I'm not gonna look optimal when I pull out the dad bod at the swimming pool, right? So now it's the next day. We're on our way to the hotel, okay? I employed the same strategy. I didn't eat before I went to the hotel. Okay, we're getting to the hotel around 12 or 1. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat anything in the morning, which I normally don't anyway, so it's not like it was a big stretch for me, okay? So I didn't eat anything during the morning. I did my 100 push-ups because, you know, I gotta get my 100 push-ups in every day. I didn't wanna have to do them at the hotel. So I was like, let me just knock them out now, they're done. So I did my 100 push-ups, and then I brought a cooler and I packed it with Tupperwares of hamburger meat, because there wasn't a microwave in the room, but there was like a community microwave that everyone could use. And so I was like, all right, I'll bring some hamburger meat. I can run down there and I can heat it up, and I got meals that way. I brought some sticks of cheese, and I did bring some pistachios, just so that, you know, because you got to have some options, right? Not everything can stay refrigerated in this cooler for too long. So I went in with a game plan. All right, now we get to the hotel, and this was, I don't know if you guys have ever been, but it was the Marriott World Center. It's the largest Marriott in the country. And so that's where we went. Well, the parking garage, you have to take a shuttle to get there, okay, to pick up your car. So going back and forth, it takes, like, it's a process from getting your stuff from the truck or your vehicle to your room. And so, and of course, you know, this was our first time traveling with a 7-month-old or 8-month-old. And so we stayed for one night, and I filled up an entire bed of my truck for one night. And guess who had to carry all that stuff to the room? This guy. All right, so I get everything to the room. It's like maybe 2-3 o'clock now, right? Still haven't eaten anything, and lugged all this luggage, and so I'm feeling like I'm pretty hungry at this point. So I do take and eat some hamburger meat, because I'm like, I gotta eat something, right? So I eat some hamburger meat, and I eat I think like 2 sticks of cheese. So far I'm doing good. I'm feeling like I'm super lean, feeling good about the whole process, okay? And we go in the pool, lazy river, burning more calories. Like, you know, I'm swimming against the current of the lazy river, just trying to get any type of activity that I can in. And everybody's hanging out at the pool, and the music, and everyone's drinking, and so it's a good time. It's a nice party time. Great hotel. If you're looking for like a party style, they do a laser show and everything like that. So then I'm like, all right. Wife's like, I want, will you split a Truly with me? And I'm like, okay. So now originally when I went on this, I was gonna go 30 days without drinking. That was my game plan. I was gonna try to do that. But like I said, I didn't realize Memorial Day was coming. So I'm like, well, like I said, this is a family moment. I don't want to take in, you know, I'm gonna have a drink. So I ended up drinking, I think, 2 Trulies that day. Not like the 5 vodkas and stuff that, I would have drank normally. I wasn't like buzzed or anything. But, so I had some Trulies, and then it was dinner time, and I'm like, all right, what are we gonna do for dinner? And it was when you have kids, you'll understand this, but it gets to a point where it's like 7:30 or whatever, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to get dinner and how you're going to get the kids down at the same time. And you get to the point where you're just so hungry, you're just like, all right, just give me whatever. I got to get these kids down. It's just too much. You're not going to enjoy your food pretty much anyway, and it's because there's just too much going on. And let me know if you could relate. Drop it down in the comments and explain. But so I was like, all right, she wanted to order room service. Great. So there wasn't too many options. So I was like, all right, I'm going to have the hamburger. And so I got the hamburger with the bun, because one hamburger patty wasn't going to fill me up. The hamburgers are like $14. I wasn't going to get like 2-3 patties and get a $75 hamburger. So I'm like, all right, give me the hamburger. And of course, it only comes with fries or potato chips. So I'm like, all right, well, at that point, I'll take French fries. I'm not gonna eat potato chips. So I ended up eating hamburger with the bun, no ketchup. Did come with cheese and bacon, which was nice. So I had that. And the French fries, which the only downfall about the French fries is they were like the crinkly cut ones. I don't really enjoy those that much. If I'm gonna take and have French fries, at least I want to have French fries that I, really like. But needless to say, I had French fries. And I was still a little hungry. And one of my little, I don't know, I've been on a kick lately, is graham crackers, which isn't terrible. But yeah, I've been on a kick. So I had a couple of graham crackers, and that was it for dinner, right? Next morning I woke up, I didn't have a scale, so I don't know what I weighed. But I didn't feel too bad, I was like, okay. I always do the mirror check. If I can still see abs, then okay, I'm doing all right. Or at least if I can still see where the abs were compared, because they're not super visible yet, unless I really like angle the camera and position it right. But I use that as just like a little check. So anyway, we get back home, and then now, what did I have? I think I had scrambled eggs, went right back on it. So I had scrambled eggs and hamburger meat, so I'm right back on the diet. And then that night, I was like, well, I didn't really have any steaks or anything, and I'm like, now it's actually Memorial Day, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have my last little cheat meal, I guess you would say. And oh no, that's what back up. So I didn't have eggs. So when we came back, it was kind of the same thing. I hadn't eaten all morning. I was super hungry, and the wife's like, I just want to get a public sub. So I was like, all right, I'll get some chicken wings. Of course I go, they have no unbreaded chicken wings, and all they had was the breaded ones. So I was like, fuck. So I was like, all right, so I got the breaded chicken wings. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna, today and tomorrow, that's kind of my thing, but that's it. After Memorial Day, that's it. So I had chicken wings and ate that. Ate about, I don't know, 10 or 12 of them, so pretty much all of them. And then later that night, moving on to dinner, I wanted to get rid of these chicken wings. I didn't want to throw them away, but I didn't really want to just eat any more chicken wings. I just had them. But I don't want to waste food either. Like, those are kind of the two things. I really don't want to waste food, and I really don't want to miss out on family events type of thing. So what I ended up doing, long story short, or long story long, is I ended up taking all the chicken off of the chicken wings, and I ended up making a quesadilla, putting that on there. So it's just chicken, cheese, and the shells, which obviously the shells are not great. The breaded chicken wings are not great, but it is what it is. So I ate that, and then that was it. So the next morning, I weighed myself. Now, before I went to the hotel, I was 176. I think I was like 175.8. Let's just say 176. And after Memorial Day, I was at 178. So I gained 2 pounds But as you know, especially if you've been following, that was mostly water because my calories were still fairly low. So I know I retained some water, no big deal. That was Tuesday morning. Time of this video now is Thursday morning, so 48 hours ago, let's say. So I was like, all right, we got to get back at it. So Tuesday I went to the gym, blasted out chest. Didn't do any cardio that day. I don't believe so. I think I just did my stairs. And next day, dropped about a pound. I want to say I weighed, I was like 170, like 176 or something. Somewhere around there. But anyway, this morning, now yesterday, I didn't eat a 0 carb. I went and did an hour of cardio with the wife. If you saw that short, we were crushing it at the gym. So I went, did stair machine, I did elliptical, I did rowing machine. We did a good hour of cardio. Ate 0 carbs. I had nothing but steak, eggs, bacon, and cheese. That's all I had all day. That's all I ate. This morning, 173.8, baby. So let's just say 174. So it's about a 4-pound swing in 2 days. Understand, it's all water weight. It's just water fluctuating. But you'll be surprised, especially, and I'm noticing it now that I'm leaner. 1 to 2 pounds of water changes your whole physique. It's crazy. So you add a pound or two, which means I'm gonna have to be real careful now around cheat meals, because even if I gain a pound or two of water, it changes your physique. Like those abs disappear so quickly. So anyway, that's kind of an update of what's going on. And so I'm 173.8 at the time. We got 18 days until Father's Day. I'm shooting for 4 more pounds. I want to get to 170. I think that's the goal that I need to be to make them really visible. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. That's why you got to follow and subscribe and follow me on this journey. And we'll see what I look like at 170. But that's my goal. 18 days, 170. But long story short, don't let a diet dictate your life. Life's too short. You can always hit extra cardio. Enjoy the moments with your family, with your wife or your spouse and your kids. And don't take and give up on those, miss out on those things, because you can't get those back. But you can take and do extra cardio to burn any extra calories you might consume that day. And you need those little mental breaks too, because now I came back this week even more motivated to crush it. So, but anyway, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share this video with someone who's also, trying to lose some weight. Let's lose weight together. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.